Welcome to Thisldu.
Thisldu, our home away from home.
Mm-hmm.
No, just our home.
It's our home.
Just our home. Our home in a different location.
So, Garrett and I are currently in Monterey. We sailed here on Saturday by way of Santa Cruz. And we sailed to Santa Cruz from San Francisco last Wednesday, October 2nd. So we are just shy of a week into our cruising journey, and wanted to share with you what it's been like so far.
Yeah.
All right, the time is here. How are you feeling?
All the things. Feeling good. Feeling confident. Today was a very busy day because Audrey rolled her ankle. Conditions look good. Boat's ready. We got a ton of projects done. Leaving these behind.
Yeah, goodbye, Sausalito. We got Phil on board.
Hi.
Garrett. And me. After 5 years of dreaming, planning, and preparing, Garrett and I were finally sailing out of the San Francisco Bay and heading south towards Mexico.
Unfamiliar sights.
I know, the last time we'll be sailing out of Sausalito.
Yeah. All the little things that you know so well. You know,
Yeah.
this junky boat here, like, you know, all the anchor outs and the beach. More adventures ahead.
More adventures.
Planning this for 5 years. So sailing so far, going out and turning left out of the gate.
Can you tell people what that means?
So going out and turning left means leaving San Francisco Gate, going out the channel, and turning left, aka south.
Mm-hmm.
So it gets really, really choppy. It's many people have said it's the hardest sailing that they've ever done, or that they've at least done in the direction we're going.
Mm-hmm.
So we knew it was going to be rough. We rode the ebb tide out, which is when it's hardest, especially if you have wind, because you have the tide going one way and you have the wind going another way, which creates really, really rough seas. We didn't foresee the wind that we had. We have local knowledge. We should have known, but it ended up being really, really rough. Once you actually can get out that channel and turn left, rather than taking the seas directly on the bow, we were able to take them on the quarter, which was significantly more comfortable. And then after about 3 hours, the seas died down enough that we could stop hand steering.
Yeah, so you have to go about 8 nautical miles past the Golden Gate Bridge before you can turn and go south. So that's what we did once we hit buoy number 2. We turned downwind, but it was a rough couple of hours. You did a great job at the helm. I couldn't have done it.
We've been in those conditions so far, or we've been in those conditions before, but not at nighttime, so that wasn't ideal.
We held on. I held on. He steered. Our friend Phil was with us, and we rode it out, and it got better. It's 4:15 in the morning. We left last night around 6:30, the rest has really slept that much. I was laying in here in the berth for about 4 hours, but just rolling around, and then went up top, and it's a beautiful starry night, and the boys are switching at the helm right now every other hour. A little bit out of commission right now. So I'm just kind of going up to offer company relief when they need it, but other than that, things are going well. We're making good time, and I'm gonna try and grab some sleep.
Made it through our first night sail. It's cold. Conditions only got better and better as the night went on. We started out with 30 knot winds right on the bow, crossing the San Francisco, channel. We went down the middle of the channel, but we had a full ebb, which pushed us out fast, but we probably had 12-foot really steep breaking waves right on the bow for 5 miles to get out the channel.
Fuck that. It was rough.
So it was
The longest 2 hours.
It got much better once we were able to turn left.
But not right away.
We dropped the mainsail and pulled out the jib instead, which really balanced the boat a lot better. But then we lost the wind at about 11 p.m.
Yeah, 11, 12.
And furled the jib and motored basically till now. We had enough wind. Right at sunrise it picked up, but it was only out for like an hour, and Audrey was sleeping, and it was right on the bow, so it probably would have not helped the rolling. So as right now we're about hour and a half out, way ahead of schedule, but feeling really good.
It was a very cold night.
Yeah.
But I slept
Can you take that?
for about an hour-ish, and I feel pretty good. I'm so happy that beat out of the bar is over, and now we have pleasant conditions.
Yeah.
It's so different. But I was on deck all night. Beautiful stars. We saw shooting stars, phosphorescence. It was a very beautiful night. Yeah.
After about the first 3 hours, 4 hours, we were able to turn on Stevie, who's our autopilot, named after the great Nicholas Stevenson. If you don't know of his great sailing exploits, Google him. He's both a legendary sailor as he is handsome. Stevie took over, and he sailed us basically into the Santa Cruz harbor. Mm-hmm. Spent 3 days in Santa Cruz. We have friends who live there, and then sailed
2 days.
2 days.
And we were like zombies.
Yeah, we were definitely zombies.
in.
Spent 2 days there. It was lovely. And then had an awesome sail from Santa Cruz to Monterey. It's only about 22 miles. Mm-hmm. So it's a significantly shorter sail, but some of the greatest sailing along the coast, just because there's so much wildlife.
Saw a whale.
Saw a whale. The water is blue, which we don't get up north. It's deep blue and very clear and very clean.
It's a much better sail than the first day. You happy, G?
I'm not lying to you, and this is what we should expect. This is what it should be.
Heard that
That was
before.
an anomaly.
I mean, it was just great. It was the first. Right when you land.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Said, welcome to the ocean, assholes.
I have sailed thousands of miles, and that was the hardest sailing I've done in my life.
That was brutal.
So now we're in Monterey.
Yeah.
And the harbor's absolutely beautiful.
We're parked right outside of Fisherman's Wharf, so it's very picturesque. Huge bummer for me is I sprained my ankle the day that we set sail, so about 3 hours before we cast off. I need to be able to walk and move and obviously be helpful with sailing. Luckily, we had great crew on board with our friend Phil who could help Garrett, because I've been a little bit useless with the sailing stuff, and just not able to have the freedom to move around. So I've been trying to stay positive. It's definitely an unforeseen challenge that we had to deal with, and I mean, totally unrelated to the boat. I think when, I don't know if Caroline, somebody said, well, maybe it was a sign from land that you're just not supposed to be on land. So yeah, that's how I'm taking it.
She's been on the boat since.
Yeah, a lot. I've been on the boat a lot since, so getting real cozy with these walls.
So we had a slight leak right around where the water impeller is, the water intake for the engine. Problem solved. It was the O-ring on the cap for the water intake impeller. I fortunately had an extra. I have a couple extras on board, but I had a box that had 2 O-rings. The impeller seemed to be in perfect shape, so no need to change that. I just changed the O-ring. Didn't have to touch my extras. I still have an O-ring for that extra, so
Good.
I mean, about as good as that project could have gone, for sure.
Can I have the stairs back now?
Yes.
Thank you. I think that's it for now, guys.
Next stop, Morro Bay. We'll try to catch some footage of that.
Yeah, hopefully I can move around more so I can get better photos, more video.
That will be our first double-handed overnight.
Yeah. We got it.
Yep.
Cheers.
Currently looking at the corn. Now I'm looking at this. This is what happens when I sit straight.
All right. Well,